Good.
All right, guys, so we're out on the beach today. We're social distancing and we're testing out the new Vanquish 540. Again, hasn't been really touted as a beach machine. It is multi-IQ, so we wanted to come out and see if it holds up in the black sands and South Jersey beaches. So we're going to be running it through its paces a little bit. We're going to be swinging it in the wet, and we'll let you know how we make out with it. Straight up, the one thing I like about the Vanquish is, it seems to be the trend of the new machines. It is one-hand operational. Everything from your notch discrimination to your sensitivity to your pinpoint to your different modes is all operational with one hand. The hand you're holding it with is the hand you're going to hit the buttons with, and it's super easy to use. All right, guys, so we're running it through its paces, trying to see which mode is going to operate best on the beach. Remember, your black sand wants to cause all kinds of interference on this machine, on any machine. Right now, I haven't found a mode on the Vanquish that's not quiet. Every mode is quiet. From what I understand, it's operating in multi-IQ, every mode available. The relic mode and the jewelry mode seem to be operating the best in the black sand and wet black sand in the beach. So we're going to just run it through a few paces. We're going to hit a few coins for you right now and show you what we got. As our first target is a silver Walking Liberty half. Yeah, moving up to clad dime. And you see I'm pulling it up off the ground to show you the relative depth. Air tests aren't the best, but beach finds are pretty much like an air test anyway. You can lose a nickel to the minerals on the beach. I'll show you with the multi-IQ and the Vanquish. Real clean. Put up the last target. Penny target. So you saw us go through a wide array of the clad and silver targets. Just a note for you guys that have used the Equinox. Again, this is a multi-IQ. Whether or not the frequencies are identical to the Equinox or not, the target IDs are lining up with the Equinox. So if you're going from an Equinox, if you're picking a Vanquish up as another machine, it's going to be a real easy transition because your target IDs are matching up with the Equinox. All right, guys, so we've got these targets buried now, and they're buried in the wet on the beach, and we'll show you down the road. We got streaks of black sand going through here, so it's very highly mineralized, and we are buried 8 to 10 inches on every target. So we're going to show you what they sound like. I'm running right now. I'm running in the jewelry mode. But what I'm finding out is jewelry and relic mode on the black sand in the beach works beautiful. So this target is our Walking Liberty silver 50-cent piece. Solid numbers, solid tone. No ancillary noise from the mineralized sand at all. All right, clad quarters, next target. And remember, we are at 8 to 10 inches. And I'm not even dragging on the sand. Our dime. Completely isolated. No ancillary noise, good solid tones, good solid numbers. Next one is our nickel target. And our nickel target in mineralized sand can easily get lost in some machines. And again, we're 8 to 10 inches down. Solid every time. Our penny target. Absolutely solid. Same numbers coming up as the Knox. No mistake in the target. Jewelry laid out on top right now. So we're going to go through a range of jewelry that you guys will want to find on the beach. We're going to start off with a big chunky silver ring. We're going to a medium size, is that 14, Steve?
Yeah.
14 karat gold.
Same here.
This is
14.
14 karat, very thin gold ring. We've got the beast that everybody has trouble with, silver chain. Very thin silver ring. And then we got some junkers, some tungsten, some stainless. Alright guys, the bane of everybody's existence, and little tiny gold rings can be a really weak signal. And a lot of guys out there looking at these numbers and they're walking over them. Remember, if you get jumpy numbers out on the beach, it's a good possibility that it's probably junk. You get a solid number, even if it's coming up in that junk range, you've got to dig it. This is a tiny 14 karat white gold ring. And this thing is coming up a solid 7 with no jump. Absolutely solid tone, solid number. Digging it all day long. This is probably the biggest problem a lot of guys have on the beach of chains. Normally, I mean, up until very recently, metal detectors, chains grounded themselves to the ground and generally could become invisible to a metal detector. The multi-IQ really changed that when the Knox came out. We're going to show you what the Vanquish does the same thing, silver chain. Solid 1920. Paper thin, silver ring. I mean, it's barely a ring. It's basically a piece of wire. Easily to miss, easily for this stuff to come up like a pull tab. We're going to show you what the Knox does. We're going to show you what the Vanquish does. Last one, we got a stainless and a tungsten next to each other. Ring it beautiful. Now check it out. 2 separate targets that close together. So we're back at it again with the jewelry. Every piece is buried somewhere between 8 and 10 inches deep. We're going to start off with the large chunky silver ring. 14 karat wedding band, about again 8 to 10 inches deep in the black sand. We're at about 15, 16. Very small, thin wedding band, gold wedding band, again 8 to 10 inches down. The silver chain, always difficult to find. Paper thin silver ring. Wire ring, basically. Guys, this is the stainless and tungsten rings. This is the machine in the wash. This is where most, 90% of the machines are going to fall off because of the noise of the salt and the minerals. And as you can see, she's dead quiet. And for those who don't think it's on, just to make sure you know it's on. Multi-IQ is dead quiet in here. You're going to get a chirp, just like the CTX, just like any other machine, any other multi down here. But this is dead quiet machine for salt water. So that's our wrap up for the Vanquish, guys. You guys are looking to get into this hobby and want to get in at a really good price and for multi-frequency, the Vanquish absolutely is killing on the beach.